to the Bean Pod episode 10.
Double digits.
Yeah. It took us long enough. It took us 2 years, 3 years.
So like a year and a half.
I'm Butterbean Queen, obviously the host, driver of the Pinnacle 20 Chevrolet, and ARCA Series.
No, Nicole, you're better half and co-host.
Unfortunate. No, I'm just kidding. I'm playing.
Wow. We started up here, you're already bringing it down here, bro.
I'm playing. I couldn't find another co-host, so.
Okay, we were here, we're now here. Keep digging that hole.
Alright, this is episode 10. Thanks to the B Nation for listening, and we're trying to get more views on our stuff. Obviously, it's on YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
And wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, wherever you get your podcast platforms. I just like saying that. That's what all the podcasts say.
Nice.
We're coming for Dirty Math. Want to make them...
I don't know what that is, Dirty Math.
That's what I'm saying. We're coming for them. So, yeah. We are now after Phoenix.
Spring break.
Yeah, post Phoenix. We're on a month break. Obviously, those of you that watched Phoenix know how the race went, but we'll get into that in a second. I thought Phoenix was a pretty cool area.
I love it. I love that track.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it looked just like it did on TV. I've never been out there, but I enjoyed everything. We flew commercial out there. Mm-hmm. That was
a long
flight. Yes. Bethany Hamilton was on our flight. I got to throw that out. I throw that out there. You know, the surfer. So that was pretty cool. She sat right behind Dylan.
Yeah, that was wild.
And he didn't even realize it, so I texted him and was like, hey, look who's right behind you. And he said, who? I said, Bethany Hampton. He said, who? I said, the surfer. Oh, I know who she is. I said, okay, she's right behind you. So then Dylan just turns around and looks at him. At her. Sorry. William Byron was on our plane.
It was a really popular plane. 2
Daytona winners on the plane. Me and William.
Yes.
He was in first class, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we flew commercial out, flew private back. We can get to that plane ride in a minute, too. But yeah, we got there on, I'm trying to back up. So we got there on Thursday night, right? Or Thursday afternoon. We went to dinner with the team and John and everybody from BRC. And Mark and Amy Harris were there, so that was fun. But yeah, we went to some franchise place,
Thunderbird,
something like that. Yeah, kind of wish we went somewhere that wasn't franchise, but we just went where the team wanted.
We also had a party of like 16, so
yeah, it doesn't help nothing. We also were staying right next to the Arizona Cardinals Stadium.
I always think that's really cool.
That was really cool. I've never seen it in person, so obviously I'm a Philly fan, but it was still cool. And then the Dodgers were staying at our hotel.
Sure, I know it was big.
Kershaw was in the elevator with me. I think the pitcher.
We had a star-studded weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool, and then that was pretty much all we did. I wish I had like an extra day to like really go do stuff.
Yeah.
But maybe one day. Race day was long, cold, freezing. And I was in a rain jacket. I think I had a hoodie under that. And then my polo.
Yeah, I feel that. I was bundled in 4 layers.
It was cold. Apparently 20 minutes from there, they had 8 inches of snow on race day. So
I wore a beanie when it came to race time in Phoenix, which never thought that would happen, but
it was like that all day though. It was cold.
Yeah, it was freezing.
So we got there pretty early. Felt like 9 or 8? 8:30. Had to get you coffee.
Listen, okay, so we're not blessed with having Dutch bros on the East Coast, so anytime you go west, you gotta take advantage of having some
no, I just messed up my mic. Yeah, I gotta fix it. I don't know what the hype is about it.
I think it's just something different. It's the hype of In-N-Out, you know, you have In-N-Out.
I'm mad I didn't get to try In-N-Out. That was on my list.
See, well, right now you're excited about In-N-Out. When you have In-N-Out, you're like, it's a very average burger, but I think it's exciting because we don't get it on the East Coast.
Well, that might be true, but the coffee, I didn't understand. The hype, it was okay. Both times I had it at Kansas with you. And honestly, I get it. All right, silence my phone. Let me do that. I honestly get it because I want coffee when you get it, but I don't really know if it's my favorite. It's okay.
I just like it because it's something different. I mean,
Give it a 5.
Well, that's disrespectful. I think it's at least like a 7.
Unless they want to sponsor me, I'll give them a 15.
I mean, you're really starting off that sponsorship.
No, it was
I will say, when we went to this past time, the coffee was off. It was not the normal.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as Kansas.
Yeah.
So we did that in the morning. Then we went to the track, and they had tech and all that going, and
you did some interviews.
it was raining, and then it stopped. It got kind of sunny, and then all right, sorry about that. I broke the mount for our camera on the ring light, and I had to replace it, but we've been having to tape our camera up. But yeah, so we did tech, and then it was rainy, or it wasn't rainy, it was sunny. It stopped raining. Did some interviews, did a driver's meeting, and then of course had a long wait before practice, but all day the radar was saying it was going to rain right before practice.
Yeah.
And it did. It was spot on. I told y'all, Bentusky doesn't lie.
Well, aren't you cool? You're a weatherman. You kept telling everyone, well, there's another cell. It's circling back.
Was I wrong?
No, me and Laura just got a kick out of you.
That's literally what it did. It would hit us, go away, and then circle back, and you would see it.
I don't know how to tell you this, but your team rolled their eyes every time. You gave so many weather reports. We all started rolling our eyes at you at the end, but
I know, so I kept doing it. You think I kept doing it just to do it?
Everyone was tired of your weather updates.
Yeah. Oh, so this thing is, I gotta upgrade our equipment, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, so anyways, you hear it? Yeah, definitely was. I'm gonna hold that cord. So it rained, circled away, came back, rained, circled, come back. And then it was like, oh, we might get 45 minutes of practice but no qualifying because they were going to move practice to the time slot of qualifying. But obviously that didn't happen either, and it rained all the way up to about 5 o'clock, and the race started at 6.
Yep.
So we ended up starting 9th off of owners' points combined with the West for last year. So it was kind of a mess on that. Like, the only thing I don't like, and if I'm the 18, I love it, but this is my podcast, I can talk about it. It's that they get a pole point, even like Daytona rained out qualifying, so I get it. They got a pole point because of like they earned the owners points. But now here we are in the second race of the year, another rain out. I'm leading the points this year, but we don't go off of those points, so the 18 gets the pole again.
I mean, if it's my series, I think cool. Your bonus of getting the owner's point is that you get to start up front, but if your car didn't hit the track, I don't think you should earn bonus points. No,
well, that's what I'm going with, because for Talladega, we don't even qualify. So the 18 already gets another bonus point.
So you don't even qualify till May.
Yeah, so basically the 18 will start, we're tied for owners points going into Dega, but before the race starts, they take the lead because of the bonus point for the pole.
That's crazy.
And I start 5th because we start off with last year's owners points, but there's no West, so it's just national.
Gotcha.
So I don't agree with that. I think once we get going, and we go off of this year's points, if you're going to still do the bonus point, whether I'm leading or somebody else, that's fine, whatever. But I don't think the first couple should count like that because it's almost not fair in a way.
Yeah.
But that's a small deal. It is what it is. So we start 9th. My first laps on the track were the green flag, so that was quite an experience. Just kind of went off of my iRacing and I had an hour in the sim at Chevy.
Nice.
And then obviously watched film with Josh Wise and talked to Scott Speed, and then obviously talked with Steve-O and Garrett, and I felt like I was prepared, but you just never know. And I told everybody the first 75 I was gonna take it easy and learn, and we passed like 5 cars in the first turn. And
okay, so that's like probably the biggest question I want to ask you, because I know just like on the box, I was like, oh my goodness gracious, what is happening? What was going through your mind? Because not only did you, like, it's your first lap, but you took the dog leg. Like, what was going through your mind? Because that is hands down a full send moment.
Yeah, the dog leg's rough.
Interesting.
Like you feel it in your head and your body. Like, it's something that, like, I'd run it every lap if I have to, but if you don't have to run it, I feel like you're like, oh, this is a lap I can breathe for a second. Because, like, it's a lot harder of a transition than you think. Like, I thought, I mean, you always do it on iRace and stuff, like, you don't ever feel it. But feeling it in the car, like, it wasn't, I mean, it's a little bit of a hit, right? Like, but I would do it every lap if I had to. There was a lot of variables that started the race. The track was wet. There were some slow cars starting in front of us. There was just kind of mixed up, and I felt like you got to get what you can get on the starts, but also, like, I just went where they weren't. I got my nose in clean air. I ended up all the way down on the wall in the 1, and really it was on the flat all the way through 1 and just kind of slid up. What's going on?
Sorry, my watch vibrated weird. I think it thought I was dying or something.
Okay, thank you. So anyways, that was the first turn, and then I kind of got in the rhythm there, and like, also it's my first time doing restarts and starts shifting second to third to fourth. Like, well, take that back. I did it in a truck, but
yeah, I
don't have a lot of experience doing that because late model is just third to fourth. But felt like we came off of turn 2 on the first lap in fifth or sixth. I think it was fifth. And then I passed the 55 for fourth in the next turn. And then it was the 18, the 23, and the 20. That's right. I ran the 20 down, passed him. Really, just that's like almost my favorite type of racing. Like, methodically working your way to the front, not touching anybody, just setting them up, sizing them up for a couple of laps, and figuring out where their weakness is, and then pouncing on it. We got a caution when I was third, so then I restarted, got by the 23, and then I actually ran the 18 down and passed him under green.
Nice. Which
is cool, because the Gibbs car is like the one you look at, you know, like, you know, the Gibbs car is fast. So, and then obviously Brent Cruz was driving it, raced with him a lot in the Cars Tour. So kind of cool that we both are on this platform now and both running good. So that's pretty cool. So we led till the halfway break. Mm-hmm. Felt like I ran a little too hard, maybe, just passing cars, and we were definitely too tight. But right there at the end of that run, like, I started trying some things and just, kind of stuck with what we had there. So they took some swings at it at the break. Way too tight on the restart. I went from first to third on the restart, which was not the plan at all. I was hoping, like, I'd just set sail. But, like, it's crazy. Like, as soon as I got to third, I went back to work and went back up there and passed them both. Like, just needed 4 or 5 laps to get our car going. We were just too tight for a short run, but on the long run, I had better drive. And, we were able to get the lead. The 18 hung pretty good with us. We were trying to manage our gap, and then it got down to the end of it there, and we were just really working lap traffic. I was honestly too tight. That was really concerning me, because when he went to go, I didn't know if I had enough to get back away, which we did, but I really had to drive a lot differently than I wanted to. And then I take the white flag, and I think, man, like, this is it. We're getting ready to do 2 in a row, and ARCA has a rule where if the caution comes out, they don't finish under caution, and you have to have a 1-lap shootout.
When I tell you, that was the biggest plot twist ever, quite possibly. Because none of us knew that. By that point, like, John and Lori had gotten down there, and me and Mark were down there, like, clear 28, and we were all just looking at each other like, what?
Yeah, I wish it was a green-white checker. Like, I hate the 1-lap shootout, because, like, at Talladega, it's a 1-lap shootout. You ain't even up speed.
Yeah.
Like, So I get it. I get why ARCA has their rule. It's been their rule, but it doesn't make it feel any better.
Yeah.
You know, so I go off into turn 1 on the white flag, and spotter says there's a spinner off a 4, no caution. I get halfway down the back. I mean, I can almost see we're going to get the checkered caution lights are on. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And I knew I was a sitting duck. And the reason I say that is I knew I was tight. So I'm already at a disadvantage for this 1-lap shootout. But I also know, like, being the leader is not a good spot for the 1-lap shootout because, one, you got to get through the dog leg and block if you're on the bottom, or you take the top and you allow it to get 3 wide. And then you're just, you're giving them a chance to run into you. You don't have enough time to get away. So I went back and forth on taking the top or the bottom. We ended up taking the bottom. They wrecked because I spun the tires. Had one more shot at it. Had a much better restart. Cleared the 18 and 1 and 2. But he had to run after I slid up in front of him. He had to run off the corner, and I threw a block down the backstretch. And I don't know. I was too tight. That didn't help. And I thought about just running in there on the bottom, but I felt like if he hit me, I was going to probably back it in the fence. So I opened my entry up, gave him the bottom, because I thought if I could just stay wound up with my momentum that I could beat him up off of 4 to the line. Mm-hmm. The problem was I was tight, and as I went back to the gas, I was pushing, and that was the time that he hit me in the left side door. Yeah. And it just shot me right at the marbles. And like I told people, I'm not mad that I got moved. I mean, it was enough, but like TV doesn't do a good job showing it. Like I definitely got hit, but like I'm not mad at him for moving me. Like I would do it too, right? Yeah. Win the race. I'm mad at the whole situation of you're coming to the checker, some back marker 15 laps down spins out, and then now the whole race has changed. Yeah. Where I felt like we had the fastest car, we dominated the race, we led the most laps, and I felt like my team deserved to win. Now I know the fastest car doesn't always win. I've been on both ends of it. So like, obviously I'm frustrated post-race, and I'm like, the only way they can beat us is knock us out of the way. And I still stand by that. I'm not saying that Brent not to be completely out of the way. I'm saying like our car was that fast that the only way they were going to beat us is to hit us. Yeah. But I'm fine with the move. Like I don't hold any grudge towards him. I'm more mad of the fact of the whole situation. A guy that's 15 laps down spins out, and then they post on Twitter joking about it really, and just looks.
It's not the best sportsmanship.
Yeah, just some shady stuff. But I will say, like when Brent hit me, if I'm not tight, I probably don't go into the fence. It's all because I was tight that it just amplified the issue. So like, there's things I would do differently. I've analyzed it with everybody at Chevy and my team, and there's things I wouldn't do different. There's things that I might try differently, but that's racing, and I'm proud of the way we ran. I'm proud of the performance. It was really cool having an onboard camera. They actually talked to me on the radio before before the restart, which was crazy. Yes, like I thought it was like a crazy time to interview me, but
so I guess we don't have like stage breaks, so it's a little natural.
But overall, very happy. We're leading the points. We still gain points because the 18's not running for driver's points, just owner's points. Really, we want to win the owner's title. Like if we win the owner's title, we win the driver's title. Yeah. But like my goal is to win the owner's title because like obviously if you win that, you win the drivers, but the owners is the one that gets the team the status. So really, really working hard to get that. And I'm happy with how Phoenix went. I'm not racing the East races, so that's a bummer, but we will be back for Talladega. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, I've got the Freedom 500 April 4th, and it looks like I'll race, I guess this will be the announcement, but I guess I'm going to race Dixieland on April 11th. So I'm going to test the dirt car next week. next Friday, and looking forward to that. Like, you know, if I can't race these East races, at least I've got a dirt race before Dega, and looks like I've got, obviously I got Freedom 500, so that's going to be fun. But overall, super happy with Phoenix. I had a blast. Obviously, I wish I had won, and we'd have another trophy sitting back here. But at the end of the day,
still got plenty of races.
Yeah, 18 more races with Pinnacle, and at the same time, like, I felt like I made a statement.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Went somewhere I've never even turned a lap, and, you know, half a lap from winning the race. If the caution doesn't come out, we're in victory lane. So very excited for the future. But yeah, I thought Phoenix was fun, and then the plane ride home was even crazier.
We were scooped.
Yeah, it took like almost 5 hours to fly out there, and when we got on the plane to leave, the pilot was like, "Oh, we'll be in Mooresville in about 2 hours and 40 minutes." I'm like,
"Dude, what?"
I'm like, "Did he say Mooresville?" And I'm gonna tell you right now, when we got in the sky, that plane was moving from the tailwind. Like, that might have been one of the fastest plane rides I've been on. Like, you could physically feel the rivets in that thing shaking. Like, that thing was getting it. So we got home at 4 a.m., which you're gonna be like, well, that's late, but we didn't finish at Phoenix until
late.
Yeah, and it's 3 hour difference and all that, or 2 hour difference. Like, so we got back at 4 a.m. and then we ended up having a good weekend. But yeah, definitely a bummer we didn't win, but that's racing. But I felt like I explained everything I needed. Like, I'm not mad about the move, mad about the caution, but yeah, I felt like I handled my interview well.
You did good.
You wanna. Like, obviously, I'm watching the replay as they're interviewing me, and, like, at the same time, I tell everybody, like, what do you want me to be? Like, do you want me to get out of the car and just not care, or do you want to see emotion? And, like,
what people want.
The reason I look mad is because I'm mad. I wanted to win. Like, and it's like a quarterback throwing an interception and on the last drive to win the football game. Like, they're gonna be mad.
Yeah,
doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but.
Yeah.
So, felt like we handled that good, and felt like that went good. But yeah, that was Phoenix.
And there was Phoenix. Talk to me about this Freedom 500 Cletus race.
Cletus. We got...
that's up next.
You got Haley Deegan in it, Brian Deegan. You got Travis Pastrana, Michael Waltrip, Corey LaJoy, Greg Biffle, Kai Kelly, and then a bunch of other people. Some that I don't even know, but I've been doing research. And yeah, it's a Crown Vic race at Freedom Factory out in, what part of Florida is it?
Tampa-ish.
Somewhere out there, West Florida. And it's I think it's a 100 lap Crown Vic race.
100 laps?
I think it's 100 laps.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty sure it's 100 laps. And I'm pretty sure you get an OS bottle. You used to. I got to double check that. And then you paint the car and decal it up on race day. And
I'm so excited.
Yeah,
paint the car.
It's going to be fun. Nicole and I are going, and I think some of my team's going. I know Roger, I think, is going, and my uncle Ryan's going because he lives in Florida. So I think we're going to have a really good time, and I'm looking forward to that. Just the amount of people that are going to be there celebrity-wise, and just a chance for me to showcase myself.
Yeah.
In eyes of people that aren't in NASCAR. Like, there's people that are drag racers. There's people that are just influencers. So I feel like it's all the way around a good thing for me to go do. So looking forward to that. The next couple of weeks, even though we're not racing, we're pretty busy because obviously we got that, and we got the dirt race, and then it's going to be pretty much time for Dega.
Yeah.
And we got the dirt test next week. So I was a little down knowing how long of a break it is, but then I really started thinking, like, I really don't have many free weekends until like maybe one free weekend. And this weekend I'm going to Five Flags with the team. You know, I'm not driving, but I'm still going to be gone. So yeah.
How do you feel like going back to Disneyland?
Excited. They got new clay brought in.
Oh, I know.
Because Red Swain has leased the track to a different ownership this year, and seems like they've done a lot of good stuff for the track. They put a new scale in there for the car where you get scaled after the race.
Nice.
They painted the walls. John, I know.
There's walls? Where in the world is there
Down the
walls?
front stretch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as it's been a wall.
Oh, okay.
I think John went and worked on the scoreboard. So, like, I'm excited. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different with just our whole situation, but that's not really public knowledge, but just I'm excited. I know John's excited to get his dirt car back on the track. I'm just lucky that he still wants me to drive it, because he could easily be like, I'm going to drive, and if you want to come, you want to come help, you come help. But he's all about putting me in it, and man, I'm super, super excited, thankful to the whole Staten family, because not only what they do for my racing, but then they let me drive his dirt car. So gonna be fun. I'm excited because it's a hometown race for me. I mean, Langley's my home track, but Dixieland's my home dirt track. So hopefully a lot of B Nation shows up. I feel like we got a chance to really see some fans that haven't seen me since Daytona and since Phoenix that want to catch up. And I'm really honestly hoping that it's a big turnout for the track. And I hope that, I hope we go run good. Hopefully we win. But then I hope the post race is awesome. I hope fans are able to come down and see me. And
I hope we get to go back to the OG Waffle House.
Yeah, I mean that's the plan. But it'd be fun to be able to sit there after the race and hang out and sign some hero cards and honestly just talk to fans that haven't seen me at Dixieland in a couple of years, and also that have just kept up with me because that's what it's all about. So hopefully it'll be a good night, and then we'll have a good time.
I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I think we'll be good, and hopefully have a shot to win.
Okay, so racing aside, we put this in our notes. You have a game that you've been I don't know. I feel like people want to hear.
Well, I got multiple games.
Well, you're always game, but I don't know. People want to know what you do outside the track. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, my spare time is not as much as it used to be.
Oh yeah.
Between working out at Chevy and then at Pinnacle, but yes, everybody that wants to know, I do game quite a bit. Obviously, I love my PC, but honestly, I've been lazy just from everything going on. So, PC wise, if I'm on my PC, I'm iRacing or American Truck Sim. I got the shifter and the dash panel for American Truck Sim, and I've been getting the flight sim. I gotta get the controller set up, but I've been using a PlayStation controller. I like to stream on there. I'm just getting my Twitch reset back up, so excited. Might even stream tonight, but excited to get back to streaming a little bit. And then, my bread and butter, what I do, because it's easy and I can sit in the recliner, is my PlayStation, my PS5. Play a lot of college football.
And you just got a new game that you've been loving.
Yeah, I'm getting to that in a second. We play a lot of college football. Did a dynasty for a while with Texas and got pretty far. Won a couple of natties. And kind of got bored with it just because I've gotten so far into it that all the players are just fake now. I did a Virginia Tech one when it first came out, and then now I've restarted it. So I'm actually working on that, and obviously had an up and down season on that. And then I have a couple others that I've started that I started an ODU one. I started a Florida Gators one. Just wanted to try some different teams out.
Yeah.
Thought about doing a Tennessee just so I could hear Rocky Top.
You should do Florida State. So you can hear Tom Hawk Shop.
I can't listen to that all night.
Well, that's a shame.
But yeah, I have fun with it. I really like playing with Texas. That's been my favorite team I think I've played with.
What's up.
And then it was fun because I had Arch Manning come in after Quinn, and that was fun. I might one day restart that, or I heard the new one's coming out, and when that comes out, and do that. But we play a lot of that. Play a lot of Sea of Thieves here lately. We've been trying to get back into that, which I really like playing Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game. Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, and then obviously the new one that she's referring to. We just got the 2K25 golf, PGA golf, and that's a blast. I really enjoy it.
I never knew you'd be so into golf.
The game's fun. Like, I've been doing my little career mode on there. My little golfer, he's sponsored by 2K clothing and
nice.
He has little collared shirts, and we're just laying it out on the green every night. I normally come home and try to do a couple, at least an 18-hole set. Sometimes multiple. Last night I did multiple. I said, I'm going to go to bed, and I played like 36 holes. So, I enjoy the golf game. Trying to think of what else. Play a little NHL.
You dabble in a little.
Yeah, I dabble around a lot. I kind of get bored and move around, but like the main one.
You do love Red Dead. Did you say that?
Red Dead, I do love Red Dead, but it just kind of gets stale because you gotta I play a lot by myself now, so it's easy to play college football by yourself. It's easy to play Madden by yourself. It's easy to play the golf by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy to play Fortnite by yourself or Red Dead or Grand Theft Auto. Like, you like to have friends. So, Call of Duty, I got Hell Let Loose. But,
you have no idea.
It's like a war game, but it's been kind of confusing. I only played it for like 30 minutes with one of my buddies, and we really need to sit down and kind of study how to play that game because it's a lot more in depth of a war game. Like, they drop you off, and then you're like you just have a map and it's a battlefield and you just go into war. Let's say World War II or World War I, one of the wars.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's in depth. But so that's pretty much what I've been gaming with. I don't know. I feel like I go through spells. Like, I'll go through spells where I'm playing American Truck Sim all night long. But once again, it's more fun with friends.
Yeah.
I don't really have a group anymore. All my friends that had iRacing sold their stuff and got married and had kids, and they're adulting. I think what would be good for me is to get back in the league.
Yeah.
Because I used to race every Tuesday night, and I did that for like 4 or 5 years. And that was fun. So I've been thinking about that, or possibly starting my own league.
There you go.
I thought about it, maybe because I call it something Butterbean or something. I don't know. I can get something going, maybe get some people in there, but then I have to be in charge of it, and I just don't know if I want to take on the commitment of running the league.
Yeah.
But I thought about like putting the money up to do the league and let somebody else run it. I don't know. I got some ideas, but definitely be nice to get back in a good solid league where I could run for points. It had to be on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, because Thursdays are fly days a lot, and Fridays are fly race days, and then Saturday and Sundays just don't work. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday range, which I have a league on Mondays, but it's one that I've dabbled in for years. I just would like something a little different nothing wrong with that league, but I used to run like an Xfinity league every Tuesday, and we followed the full season, and that was fun. Like, I really liked those cars, and at that time on iRacing, I was really good, and now I'm not nowhere near as good.
Yeah, you're just out of practice.
Yeah, I did hop in a truck at Homestead today, and I was P1 out of like 60, so maybe I still got it somewhere in there. So,
nice.
Yeah. I guess the next part was about the iRacing update and ARCA car. They put the new ARCA car on iRacing.
Oh, yeah.
Looks really good. Drives okay. They're fun to race, but they're way too tight. Way too much grip. They've been having a netcode problem too, where you don't know what netcode is, but it's like you'll be have like half a car or a car length in between you, and it says you hit and you wreck.
Interesting. So
you come off the corner and you're like, I've got this much room before I hit the guy, and your car will just hits a wall and then it'll wreck. It does the same animation of if you hit that guy, that guy will wreck too.
Yeah.
So they got a couple of bugs they got to get worked out, but it's honestly got the same problem that the late model has on there. The car store late model, it's got way too much grip. If they could fix those two things, the car would be more realistic.
Yeah.
Now it's still fun to drive. The ARCA car, I've ran some races and it's been a blast. The road course was fun. I went and ran some Watkins Glen with it, and that was a lot of fun. iRacing's done a good job on some updates, and I finally have a computer good enough to run it. But like at Homestead, they actually have sun glare now. Like when you come off of 4,
Oh, that's cool.
the track actually blinds you. Like you can't see out the windshield.
Oh, wow.
And then as the race goes on, the sun goes down, it becomes nighttime. Like they have the transition working.
Mm-hmm.
They've had that working, but now this is the first time I've seen sun. Like you always could see sun, but it never like blinded you. Now they actually have it where it like, I mean, it looks like you're in the car. Like it looks like I need a tape on my windshield.
That's crazy.
So that's some cool stuff. And they added this a while ago. They added rain. I haven't ran in it yet, but I think that'd be fun.
I remember that came out.
But the sun, I think the sun is really cool. Like that's a
Sure.
yeah, that's a secret little add-on. But they do a good job. I enjoy my sim racing. I wish I had my OG group back. Like there was a group of like me, Colby, Landon Abbott, Nick Lights, Tyler Hughes. Like we had a whole little group and we had so much fun. But we were like teenagers and
nothing to do.
all we did all night was race and had some good times. Made some people mad. We were young, immature, but we grew up somewhat. But nobody really messes with us now or messes with me on iRacing now. I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know. They don't, like, if a wreck happens, nobody really says nothing to me. Now you do have someone there that take it really serious now, but I think a lot of people know, like, who I am now. And
it's probably a big part of it.
Kind of talk. Like, it's been cool since I won Daytona. Like, speaking of that, our dirt diecast is getting made. And
cool.
I'm excited about it. We're going to have a dirt late model diecast. So now I'm going to tell y'all, we had to order a lot of them for our inventory because it was not quite where it needed to be on the orders. So when you see them, if you really like them, we will have some to sell for sure, plenty. So just because you didn't get a pre-order in doesn't mean you can't get one. We will have them, I guess, 6 months, and then our ARCA Win diecast at Daytona. That's cool. It's going to be my first Win diecast.
Yeah.
There ain't much difference to it, but at least it's a Win diecast. It should come with a little card for it.
Yeah.
That made the 500 no problem. So that we didn't even have to order it to make 500.
Yeah.
So super excited that we're going to have that Win diecast in I think August. So still some time to get it signed if you see me at the ARCA race after that, but it'd be cool to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your March Madness bracket doing?
Not good.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes one of us.
Let me check. We'll check it while we're here.
I'm only bringing this up because before we started, I'm still in the part of, the first weekend in March Madness where it's doing good. Oh, look at that. I'm tied for first. Nope, I'm the only person in first.
Oh, here we go.
With a 20-point lead. So I'm still in the part where I'm still excited about it. Give it a couple more. Once you get into like the Sweet 16 and all that.
How many points do you have?
210.
Oh yeah, I'm 170 and 160, so we're not doing good.
It's okay. My other one where I made a couple more like bolder, wilder picks, and I'm 51 in our group. So
yeah, this is
who'd you pick to win?
I picked Auburn, and in my second one I did Tennessee.
Nice. In my primary one, I did Florida Gators, and then I guess I would consider like my wild card bracket I put Auburn.
The only reason I didn't take Florida is because I was going to do Auburn and Florida, and then everybody's done Auburn and Florida, so I changed it up a little bit.
I followed I don't know, I didn't even follow someone. I looked up on TikTok, and I used sports commentators. I used their brains, and I kind of put what I mixed all their magic. Huh?
UNC lost the first round. I knew that was going to happen. I picked them and won.
Well, I don't think I picked them either.
Yeah, I almost didn't pick them, but I said they just might surprise me. They lost round one.
Well, I think they barely made it in, so I don't think I picked them. But yeah. I used a bunch of sports commentators.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it. Probably for, unless I'm forgetting anything, I mean, just kind of whenever Phoenix and
Yeah.
Um,
We're in our kind of lull of the season. We don't have so much going on, so.
It'll get rowdy here soon. It'll get wide open. I mean, we got Talladega. This is really our last break.
Yeah.
Because we run Dega, and then I think it's a week off Kansas, week off Charlotte, or
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
yeah, Charlotte, and then we go into like the Michigans and the
June is like every week.
Yeah, every week in June we have like a 2-week break in July, and then we pick back up in like 6 or 7 in a row.
Yeah.
So it'll be pretty busy.
It'll be wide open.
And I'm probably going to race some dirt races on them off weeks, so it's not really like we're going to be sitting. So we'll keep everybody up to date on the dirt schedule, and we'll make an announcement on social media about the dirt race, I'm sure, on April 11th. But you heard it here first on the Bean Pod. This is also assuming that the test goes good. Like, if the test goes bad and like we're really bad and a lot of stuff needs to get changed, then we probably aren't racing. But I don't see that happening. I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
I think we'll be pretty good. So
yeah,
I'm excited. But now, is there anything else for this episode?
I think that's it, folks.
We got Rod and Dente still back here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we'll get some more. Maybe a Freedom 500 win. But
maybe Chili's is what we should do for dinner tonight.
You want to go to Chili's?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You said Chili's. You said Dente, and I'm like, Chili's.
Sure. But yeah. So thanks to everybody that tuned in. Thanks for
hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
See you. Next one will be episode 11.
Ooh. I'll see you, folks.